Now let's take one example to explain or to understand what we have done or what we have learned in the previous video. We are taking question number 1 part F. We are going to explain 2x minus 4 whole cube using binomial theorem. So we have 2x minus 4 whole cube. Now we are going to use the binomial theorem. So the binomial theorem, this is the power 3. In the binomial theorem, in place of this 3, it was n. So we are going to write 3c0, 3c0. Now first term is 2x, so I will just write 2x. I will write 2x raised to the power. Now power of the first term is always difference of the superscript and subscript. So this is 3 and this is 0. Their difference is going to be 3. So I will just write 3 over here. Now power of the second term over here is minus 4, and power of the second term is always the subscript given over here. The subscript is 0, so I'll just put 0 over here. Now I'll come to the second term. Second term will be plus. Now the first term was 3c0. Over here it is going to be 3c1. Now as I told earlier, power of the first term is always difference of the superscript and the subscript. Superscript is 3, subscript is 1. So their difference will be power of the first term. So 3 minus 1 will be 2. So here I am going to write 2. Now power of the second term. Power of the second term, here second term is minus 4. And power of the second term is always the subscript. So that will be 1. Now I will write the third term. When it was the first term, subscript was 0. When it was the second term, subscript is 1. Now can you tell me what will be the subscript over here when we are writing the third term? You're absolutely right. The subscript is going to be 2 over here. So I'm just writing 3c2. Now power of the first term, which is 2x, power of the first term will be difference of superscript and subscript. So I will write 1 here, and then I will write the second term, which is minus 4, and the second term will take power same as subscript. So power of second term will be here 2. Now one term is left. I will just write it over here. That will be again plus. Now third term, in third term subscript was 2. So now this is fourth term. So subscript will be over here. Subscript will be 3. So you can say the value of subscript is 1 less than the number of the term. This is very, very important. Value of the subscript is 1 less than the number of the term. If number of term is 5, subscript will be 4. If number of term is 6, subscript is going to be 5. So I will write it over here now. First term will take power equal to the difference of superscript and subscript. So 3 minus 3 will be 0. And the second term, which is minus 4, will take power equal to the subscript, which is 3. This is how we are going to expand. Now we are going to simplify all these terms, and we'll write 3c0 is going to be 1. 3c0 will be 1. Now 2x whole cube is going to be 8x cube, 8x cube, and minus 4 raised to the power 0. Any number raised to the power 0 is going to be 1. Now 3c1, if I use a GDC, 3c1 will be 3. Now times 2x whole square, square of 2 will be 4, and square of x is going to be x square. So 4x square, and then minus 4 raised to the power 1 will be minus 4. So I will write it here, minus 4. Then if I simplify 3c2 using GDC, so it will be again 3 and 2x as it is, and then square of minus 4. Square of minus 4 will be 16. So I will write 16 here. 3c3 will be 1 again. And then if you just see over here, 2x has power 0. So this will become 1. And minus 4 raised to the power 3 is going to be minus 64. Minus 4 raised to the power 3 means minus 4 is multiplied to itself 3 times. Now I am going to simplify the remaining multiplication and I'll write the answer. First term I am going to write as it is, 8x cubed. Now if I simplify it, this is minus times plus will be minus over here. If I multiply 4 times 4 times 3, it will become 48 x square. And then the next term, 16 times 2 times 3, that is going to be 96. So I'll write 96x, and then minus 64. So this is how we are going to use binomial theorem in expansion of these questions.